Hello, 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 everyone. Uh, welcome. Welcome to Nettie's Newsbeat. I am just an average American, uh, a wife and a mother, and a concerned citizen of these United States. And so I will be bringing news and talking about news that I find to be of interest. And today, what I'd like to talk about is a story that has come across my feed. It has come across my feed, and we'll just put it up here what we're going to be talking about. We're going to show it. And it's a story coming out of the great state of New York. New York, New York, a place where I have not been, but a place where I've always wanted to go until recently. Until recently. There are a lot of things happening in New York, a lot of things that I find troubling as a regular American citizen, and a story that has recently come across my feed. I'm going to bring it up so you guys can see it as well. So we can both look at it at the same time. All right. So it's this story right here, folks. Um, I'll just read the headlines for you. FD, New York, FDNY boss hunts. Let me say that word just one more time. Hunts down staffers who booed New York AG Attorney General Letitia James and cheered for Trump at promotion ceremony. Now, you guys, to me, of all the public servants, firefighters hold a special place in my heart. And I don't have any firefighters in my family. However, I've had to call the fire department at one point in time. I don't know if you guys have ever had to call the fire department at one point in time. But when you make that call to the fire department, typically it could be a matter of life and death. Can I get an amen, somebody? It can seriously be a matter of life and death when you're calling the fire department. They run in when others run out. Truly, 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 they are courageous people. I don't think I would have the courage to run into a burning building to save someone, to save another human life. So, to do that job to begin with, you have to be very courageous and you have to be willing to give of yourself. You have to be willing to give of yourself. So, to me, firefighters are special. They are very special public servants. They come in when others run out. This is what they do. And New York, as we all know, some of us are old enough to know about September 11th, and about firefighters and other first responders running in to buildings to attempt to save people and never coming out. Never coming out. And some of those who came out after the fact and some years later died of illnesses related to September 11th, to all the dust, all the debris, all of the materials that were taken into their lungs. So the nation watched, not just New Yorkers. The nation watched New York. It watched the firefighters, and it watched them go in again to buildings that others ran out of. So Letitia James went to an event, and at the event, she was effectively booed by firefighters at their promotion ceremony who kept saying the name Trump. So they did not so much as say the word boo, but they did say the word Trump. And they said it over and over and over again till it made it very hard for her to get through her canned speech. So, in essence, they were exercising their First Amendment rights. I believe, or I hope to believe, that we still have those here in America. I am an American. And because they expressed their displeasure with Letitia James, now their jobs, their livelihoods, they're feeding their families may be on the line simply for saying the name Trump. And I don't know about you folks, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, if we do not have our First Amendment rights, we do not have freedom of speech, then today it's the people on the conservative side of the aisle. But I assure you, tomorrow it will be people on the other side of the aisle. And it would do us all some service to stand up and say, this is not right. This is not correct. This is not American. This is not American. This is not what our country should be engaged in. Right now, I mean, I saw it. I don't think I've done a show about it yet. But in New York, they have the National Guard. They have 750 National Guardsmen and women guarding the subways now. They say because of crime. If you look at most of our major cities, Chicago, etc., they're overrun. with crime, homelessness, migrants. And you're telling me that at a time such as this, we have time to go and hunt down someone who uttered the name Trump at what you feel was an inappropriate time. I don't think so, folks. I don't think so one bit. What I'd like to do next is show you the actual clip of the firefighters expressing their First Amendment rights, expressing free speech, expressing themselves. I mean, when it's all said and done, you're telling me that we no longer have the right to talk, to say a word, to say a name? Then are we really in a democracy, in a republic? What are we in if we cannot express ourselves? No one was hurt physically, maybe hurt feelings, but I'm telling you, her feelings probably should be hurt. You just prosecuted a former president of the United States for a victimless crime. And every single day, she was posting about how she was going to get Trump, basically. And before that. So let's just take a look at this clip. We'll watch it together and listen to what she has to say. Okay? We'll listen to what Letitia James has to say. And I am not impressed. I am not impressed with her. I'm not impressed with her speech. I am not impressed with her being a dictator. I personally am not impressed with that. Bear with me for a second. New software to play the clip. We're going to play the clip. Her. Hopefully, it will work with me here, you guys and gals. Well, my computer's spooling, but here we go. Here we go. Turn it up. And listen about this lady. We're gonna hear her get up there and her, feeling all special about herself. Okay, you guys. And sometimes, sometimes your best is not good enough. I'm gonna remove that. Okay. And I just want to play this clip. Make it big. And I
Oh, come on. We're in a house of God. First, simmer down. I want to thank Commissioner Kavanaugh and Chief Hodgins for that recognition. Oh, come on. We're in a house of God. First, simmer down. I want to thank Commissioner Kavanaugh and Chief Hodgins for that recognition.
Okay, you guys, you heard that. You heard you heard her speaking, right? And clearly they were jeering her. They were expressing their feelings. They were letting it be known that she and what she stands for is not welcome. They were expressing themselves. Are we at a point now where people cannot even have are we at a point now where people cannot even have feelings in America? That we cannot express ourselves? You know, she's done what she wanted to do. She moved forward and with charging the former president and prosecuting him. But does that mean everybody has to like it? Does that mean that she and her party are now deities over us? It is insane. And then for her to say, "Oh, come on," just self righteousness. It's sickening. We should all be sickened by people, politicians who are elected by the people, but do not represent the people, do not even care for the people. We're truly at a time like in Marie Antoinette's time when they didn't care and said, let them eat cake. She might as well have said that. Oh, come on. I think her behavior is reprehensible. That's what I think. Now, let me go here. I want to show you something else. Let's see if my computer is going kind of slow, you guys, but we're gonna lean with it, rock with it, roll with it, okay? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lean with it and roll with it. Okay, this is what I like to share. Just put that up on the screen. Okay. So, because people did not agree with Letitia James and they did not have any reverence for her, now they're going to be hunted down. These New York firefighters who were at that ceremony are being asked to snitch on each other and to possibly, I doubt possibly, but to face consequences for not bowing down to the queen, for not bowing down to the corruption queen, Letitia James. Because these firefighters chose to speak the name of President Trump versus cheering Letitia James in her wickedness, they are now, these New York firefighters will be hunted down, possibly lose their jobs, lose their livelihoods, all because Letitia James, the corruption queen, that's right, I said it. I said it. You prosecuted a man for a victimless crime. Banks have been paid back. As far as I know, Letitia James is not a realtor, developer, developer. I don't think her job is to engage in the valuation of property and real estate. And they think people don't have eyes to see. They think everybody is an automaton and is just listening to what they tell them and just happily going along with what they said, and because what they say is gold. Lies. Total and utter lies. Pathetic. Beyond belief pathetic. So now we're going to go to this news article here, and we're going to check it out. Okay, we're going to check it out. This is from the New York Post. All right. This is from the New York Post. So I'm going to read down the line because this caught my eye, and I just sitting down. Smoke eaters and other staffers who mercilessly booed New York Attorney General Letitia James. She deserves to be booed. And she deserves to be booed mercilessly. Because anybody in their right mind could see that it is a case of lawfare. So they booed New York Attorney General Letitia James and cheered in support of Donald Trump during a department promotion ceremony this week. FDNY Chief of Department John Hodges fired off an email to other agency honchos, warning a reckoning led by the department's Bureau of Investigation and Trials was coming over the chorus of boos and chants of Trump that James received at Thursday's event. BITS, Bureau of Investigation and Trials, is investigating this. So they will figure out who the members are, Hodges wrote. FDNY chiefs Saturday in a letter obtained by the Post. I recommend they come forward. I've been told by the commissioner it will be better for them if they come forward and we don't have to hunt them down. My God. So we're hunting down people, specifically firefighters, for expressing their First Amendment rights. They didn't hurt anybody. They didn't physically hurt anybody. These are people who run in to buildings when other people run the hell out. But because they booed Letitia James, I got a JD. Who curls up with her degree at night. They're going to hunt them down. It's despicable. It's despicable. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. A list of talking points for deputy chiefs during the investigation obtained by the Post said, we want the members to come forward. They will come to headquarters to be educated why their behavior is unacceptable. Educated as to why their behavior is unacceptable? Huh? Are we in the CCP? Are we in the CCP? Is that where we are now? They want to put them in re-education camps? Is that where we are now? I submit to you folks. I submit to you that America is at a tipping point. Now I'm just the average wife and mom. Just looking at the tea leaves. America is at a tipping point. Yes, we are. Now, an FDNY retiree fumed at the department's heavy-handed response. I would too. It was after guys for exercising their First Amendment rights. This is me, Nettie. That's what I'm saying too. He said most were off duty and not in FDNY uniform. Do you guys hear that? Most were off duty and not in FDNY uniform. Famed constitutional and criminal law attorney Alan Dershowitz, some of you may have heard his name before, blasted the FDNY's hunt down. Firefighters have an absolute constitutional right to boo the attorney general, and the government has no power to punish them for it. Dershowitz told the Post. So efforts to get the names of the booers is an effort by the government to chill free speech and is unconstitutional. Absolutely. Absolutely unconstitutional. We're at a crossroads. We are at a serious crossroads in this country. And I believe it's going to take more and more average American citizens to speak up, to come from out of the shadows and to say, enough. Enough is enough. It's just too much. We have a constitution. We have rights. We are taxpaying citizens. We don't deserve this. We're tired of being moved to the back of the line, and we're not with it. It's time out for the foolishness. What you guys are giving us is baloney. What we're being fed is baloney. It's straight up baloney. And it's not even a fried bologna sandwich. It's not even a fried bologna sandwich. It's not even a fried bologna sandwich. And I'm guessing that I'm repeating this grocery store. Now, does that directly relate to no, not directly. She supports a president, a man, who could care less. And frankly, she could care less that she at think it's cool to go after to go after firefighters. It's not right. That's going to do to morale. Seriously. I think that's going to do to morale amongst the firefighters in New York. You might want to keep them happy because you got so many migrants, which I imagine means that there's going to be a heck of a lot of people living in one apartment, one house, which does what? Probably increases the probability of fire starting. And you're going to need those firefighters to run into those buildings where other people are running out. You're going to need them. But here you want to hunt them down. You want to hunt them down because they booed Letitia James? Because they said and voiced their opinion? This is still America. People still have their First Amendment rights. Or at least we should. It's sickening. It's disgusting that because Letitia James was booed because the firefighters in attendance expressed their displeasure for her and her job performance. Nobody was hurt except probably her little feelings. Now you want to hunt down people and you want everybody to become a snitch. You know what? Maybe we the people need to take a page out of that and have you guys, you corrupt politicians, snitch on each other. Because you guys apparently seem to be doing all types of dirt. From sea to shining sea. From Fannie to Letitia to Alvin to Judge Ingeron to the judge in Illinois. I don't know her name off the top of my head, but I'll learn it. To the senior living resident of the White House. I am enraged, especially with regards to the firefighters. I've had to call the firefighters to help me, not in New York. They are special. They are special. They do a job that most people wouldn't dream of. And if you can attack them, Well, me, average American citizen, it's easy. You wouldn't think twice, Letitia James. And that's what people have to start realizing. That's what people have to start realizing. That it's not just about these people. It's that if they can be this brazen with them, they won't have any problems coming after you or I just for simply uttering a word, a word, a word, a name, a name. I want to thank everybody for watching the show. My name is Nettie, and I'm just your average American wife and mom and concerned citizen, concerned American. And I will be bringing news, reviewing news, giving my commentary on news that touches me in some way. And this story touched me about the firefighters in New York who are now being hunted down by Letitia James because they booed her. They said the name Trump. And now the system, the system, the system wants to punish them, wants to send them to re-education camps. Re-education, you must be a Stepford firefighter. It's an old show, Stepford Wives. Go look it up. Some of you may not know about it. Everybody got to be like this. We got to bow down to the system. No, no, no. We will not bow down. We will not bow down to the system. We, the people, will not bow down to the system. It's time out. It's time out. Time out for the foolishness. It's time out. It's time out for our rights being trampled on. It's time out for that. It's time for the average American citizen to say no, 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 no. It's not right. We're tired. Yeah, yeah. We're tired. We're tired and we're not going to take it anymore. You're not going to piss on me and tell me it's raining. We don't believe you. We know you're lying. So I stand with those firefighters in New York who booed Letitia James. She deserved it. Thank you guys for rocking with me. I will be bringing more news. I appreciate all of you. And I'm just signing off. I'm signing off. This is Nettie, your average American. wife, and mom, and concerned citizen. Till next time.